Yeah, you broke up a little bit, but I heard do a can at 2 o'clock from left side and stop in the center. Cool. Yep. Okay, got it. So, yep, no problem. I'm watching the clock now. I can definitely do that for you. You got it, man. Whatever you need.
If you will, please rise for the pronunciation of the national anthem.
Match week 11 rolls along in MLS Next Pro with some Sunday soccer as one of the strongest defenses in the East in the New England Revolution 2 hosts an attack yet to be silenced in Orlando City B. From Baird Stadium in Smithfield, Rhode Island, I'm Phil Galati. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon on MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. The Revs return home after picking up all 3 points on Wednesday. Defender Jake Shannon grabbed his first pro goal to seal the win against 10-man Philly. As for Orlando, they kept a clean sheet, their first of the season, in their last road trip to Atlanta. In fact, Orlando have scored in every match they've played this season. Let's take a look at the starting 11 for both sides tonight and a number of changes for both coaches. With midweek action well underway. First, for the hosts at the back, Donovan Parisian gets the nod for his 6th start of the season. Head coach Pablo Moreira experimented with a back 5 last time out against Philly. This time they're going back to their 4-3-3, which has been old reliable all season long. Cristiano Oliveira drops a little bit deeper into midfield. Alan Oyeroth to his right, Jerome Masindi to his left. Up top, Miles Morgan leading the line with 3 to his name, a goal each as well for Shuma Sasaki in his 2nd start and Malcolm Fry in his 3rd of 2026. For Orlando City B, and head coach Eddie Wilding, after just over a month in charge, he has hit the ground running with his side, thanks in large part to the hometown hero, Luka Maxson, getting his first clean sheet in his first pro start. Last time out, named the MLS Next Pro Rising Star of Match Week 10. A back 4 as well for the visitors. One change on that back line as Landon Okonski comes in for Colin Gusky at that center half position. Jacob Ramirez gets his first start of the season in midfield next to John Judison. Pedro Leao is up top with 3 goals to his name as well. Revs 2 in the red and blue on the right side of your screen. Orlando City B in the purple and gold. First meeting of the season between these two sides, two clubs that every year seem to battle it out for the full 90. From MLS to MLS Next Pro to MLS Next. At every level, these two academies, these pro pathways, do love a good contest. Why not, especially when you look at the table coming into tonight. Reds 2 in 6th place with 17. A win would catapult them all the way up to 3rd. Meanwhile, Orlando City B 1 point and 1 place behind, sitting in 7th with 16 respectively. It will be the hosts, New England on your left, Orlando on the right. The center referee, Amin Hadjic, will have his work cut out for him today. Both of these teams saw a red card for their opposition last time out. Discipline will be a big factor tonight. Orlando using the PSG strategy. Get it long, and Revs 2 are ready for it. It may look a little odd at first, but you can see how it's working out for Orlando City B. They kick the ball out of play on purpose, but immediately get numbers up the field and put the pressure on the New England back line. This is a Revs 2 team that has gotten a little bit more confident in possession as the weeks have gone on, but they're on the back foot here now. 4-on-3 opportunity for the visitors. Plenty of numbers arriving as Parisian will fall comfortably on the effort from Ignacio Gomez. Orlando get their first shot in the opening minute. Gomez still in the hunt for his first of the year. Did score his first Major League Soccer goal off the bench in April against Charlotte. Malcolm Frine support another player who has been called up to the first team a number of times. Groton, Massachusetts, local product. Has featured for Revs 2 since the inaugural season of MLS Next Pro. Masendin. Confident run, but great interception. Work to do on the far side. Enough for a throw. So as these two sides start to settle in a little bit more, these first 10-15 minutes going to be very interesting, especially because of the most recent match for both of these sides. Revs 2 went up a man before halftime against Philadelphia, but it took all the way into the 86th minute to find the lone goal to snatch all 3 points. A little bit of a similar story as well for Orlando last time out. The insurance came in the 75th minute. But their first goal, didn't have to wait long. Gustavo Caraballo dispatching a penalty kick in minute number 9 to get the party started against Atlanta. He's tied as the team's leading goal scorer with 4, not in the 18 tonight. Goal scoring, again, no problem for this Orlando City B side. They have scored at least 1 in every match this season. They've only scored 1 in 2 of them. And Coach Eddie Wilding telling us earlier this week that it is the wealth of talent they have in the final third and allows them to get the job done time and time again. It doesn't matter who's on the ball or who's on the team sheet, because there is a real understanding with this squad, despite it only being mid-May and a long season ahead. But there is that understanding of how they want to operate, the fluidity, and the freedom that they have in that final third. To not only create a wealth of chances, but to dispatch them as well. Gomez lines up a little bit higher tonight, but can drop in a little bit deeper into midfield as well. Buenos Aires native. A couple of titles in his home country of Argentina with Vélez Sarsfield's second team. Fine from Ramirez. Long by Amu Mensah. All the way back. Maxim has to get it high. Lean underneath it. So too was Masindin. As Revs 2 step their block a little bit higher. Orlando trying to be patient. Wanting to find the way through, but these are two teams that have a lot of pace as well in the final third. Verticality aplenty. So forcing a pass in the center of the park could lead to disastrous consequences. Oh, Yearworth stepping a little higher as well. As now the Navy shirts getting aggressive and right on cue. Foul conceded. Aggression, the main word for head coach Pablo Moreira. Had a chance to talk to him earlier this week. They want to be aggressive in every phase, he said. That's what he loves about coaching this team. Certainly an aggressive challenge right in front of his technical area, and Coach Moreira gives the thumbs up. Looks like Issa Haruna, who was down at midfield. It was certainly a hefty challenge, but it looked a clean one. Nothing too dangerous. Mentioned at the start that discipline would be a factor in this match. Amin Hadjic will have to have his whistle handy. Nearly picked off by Miles Morgan. Deflecting off his shin pad, but falls kindly for the skipper, Gabe Dahlin. Shannon showing wide. He was the one to find the winner, Jake Shannon. Had a chance to talk with him earlier this week about what it meant to score that first professional goal. He said it was hard to put it into words. Started his career as a midfielder before switching to center back his senior year of high school. That's when he got picked up by UNC Wilmington, the alma mater of longtime MLS goalkeeper and current Revs 2 goalkeeping coach Brad Knighton, a Hall of Famer at UNC Wilmington. And it was there that Shannon was noticed by Revs 2 assistant coach Michael Milazzo. Coach Milazzo, the one on the sideline on Wednesday to guide Revs 2 to glory against Philly 2, and a lovely full circle story. As now both of them in the professional ranks player and coach, adding a new badge to success. Line on the near side for Belgodier. Waiting to get some separation, and did in the end. Mario McIntosh able to recover with the header. Awkward challenge and still bouncing around kindly for the visitors. Gomez to recycle. Good find. A nice one-time layoff as well. It was a flowing Orlando move, well intercepted by Zalin. That move, an excellent look to see how quickly Orlando can change the tempo of their attack. One-time passing, players checking to the ball, turning on a dime. Stark contrast to what you see now, defenders just waiting to draw the press out a little bit, having to be patient, having to have composure, and a lack of some there by Ryan. As Fry picks his pocket. Ryan gets the last laugh. The Windermere, Florida native making his 20th career MLS Next Pro start tonight. McIntosh needs an option, elects to go short. Right back, Oliveira. Oh, your wealth. Being forced to pick up the pace a little bit. There's that Orlando City press. Team that has been aggressive throughout their history of MLS Next Pro. Started under Martin Perelman coaching this side, and now, of course, coaching the first team in Major League Soccer. That MLS Next Pro pathway to pro isn't just for the players. But it is continually growing time and time again. Of course, Sam Sarver, the 2024 MLS Next Pro MVP. Getting his first Major League Soccer goal last week, scored the winner again last night for FC Dallas. One of many names finding the back of the net this year for the first team as Fry slides it along. Back for McIntosh. The offside flag goes up against Malcolm Fry. McIntosh did look a little bit hesitant there to play that pass. Might have known that Fry was a touch behind the second defender. Not nearly as productive from the dead ball scenario as Orlando City B were hoping for. 12.5 minutes gone now, and teams on both sides of midfield starting to find shape a little bit more. Still not a lot of time on the ball, though, for either side. Sinden wants to go quickly, and way too many shirts around him. Javon Masinden stepping up as a real leader for New England in recent weeks. And Coach Pablo Moreira says that's just part of who he is. People look to him naturally. He has that innate capability that where he goes, others will follow. Now Coach Moreira says it's about making sure that the actions he takes are not only productive but consistent, which is the key word, especially for any player who sees as much of the ball as he does. It's a good ball from Masindon right on cue for McIntosh. That crossed the line, it did. Coach Moreira pleased with the move, trying to keep Orlando pinned by the corner here. Revs 2 do just that. Contact after the turn. Fry went down, an immediate card out of the pocket. Again, discipline was a big talking point. Orlando pleading it's his first foul, but the nature of the contact certainly looked like a reckless challenge at first glance. Jacob Ramirez in his first start of the season, already walking a tightrope. Had 4 minutes and 1 appearance off the bench before tonight. Take another look at it. You can see there's the push there, and Fry goes down holding his upper body. Any sort of contact to the head or neck area is always very dangerous. Referee just setting the tone early. Orlando will try and hold the 18. Oliveira, good delivery to the near post. Maxim called for it, poked away by a teammate. Just a bit of a miscue in communication for Orlando City B. It's fine margins like that that can prove costly. Morgan trying to settle in the box. Needs help. Left behind for Oyerwoth. Good vision to see Schneider Mimi to his left. Overhit it a little bit. Now another overhit pass allows Orlando to step up. Darlene told to drive. Checks back instead for Oyerwoth. Orlando trying to break free. Instead falls right in front for Demario McIntosh, who's off to the races with Fry to his right. Malcolm Fry! A difficult angle. Does force a save out of Luka Maxim. To be leaning back a little bit as he went to strike Malcolm Fry. Maybe some contact there as well. Certainly not enough for a foul, but enough to put him off. Went low to the near post. Maxim with his first stop of the afternoon. That's a terrible pass, and Maxim called into action once again. A very scary moment indeed. Orlando gets some time to breathe now. It is a big sigh of relief, I'm sure, from the visitor sideline. This pass manages to work out in the end. Belgodier has the underlapping run. Well read by McIntosh. Gets the give and go. And McIntosh has some wheels. Burns one, leaves a second in his wake. Still with McIntosh. And overhits it for Morgan. You can see why Demario McIntosh has over 50 career appearances in MLS Next Pro at just 18 years of age. Brought to the team all the way from the West Coast. in 2024, was born in Jamaica, moved to California with his dad at age 7. His dad played goalkeeper. McIntosh said it wasn't for him. And there was a real buzz around McIntosh when he first joined the team midway through that 2024 season. Was put right into the starting 11. You can see why. The confidence to go forward, the stamina to get back when he has to. Appeared for the first team against Orlando in the U.S. Open Cup. It was the Lions that knocked New England out of the tournament this year. Sinden intercepting. Oliveira. A bit of a push as he went to try and take his space. Again, not enough in that for a foul, but it's those bumps, those pushes. Just a little nibble from a defender is sometimes all you need to put a striker off of their stride. But playing through contact is not something that Revs 2 is any stranger to. Coach Pablo Moreira says that Philadelphia game in particular on Wednesday was a tough one. They knew that Philly was going to be physical. Try and win the mental game by going into challenges strongly, and that New England had to be able to respond. And Coach Moreira said full credit to assistant coach Michael Milazzo for his leadership during the game, and of course the players for how they responded. It can be so easy to let the physical battle trickle its way into the mental one, but you have to keep them separate. Offside flag against Orlando will reset things a bit. 20 minutes and change gone from the Ocean State. Philip Galati with you for match week 11 in MLS Next Pro on MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. It's the first of many matches tonight. Expecting a lot of movement in the table, especially as some of the leaders start to get some separation. Both of these teams only a couple points off the top. Crown Legacy and Red Bull New York 2 tied for the lead in the East with 23. Red Bull, one of 2 undefeated teams remaining in MLS Next Pro, the other being Dynamo Dos, leading the West with 28, including a PK shootout win earlier this week against Minnesota. Line-breaking pass is a great idea. It's a foot race into the box. And it's won by Ryan. Fullback getting all the way forward. As now Fry will try and turn the other way to no avail through the lines. Gabe Donnelly, the center back, was second to it for the hosts. Plenty of space for Oliveira to turn. Still given time, but forces the ball through. Cristiano Oliveira, a player that Coach Pablo Moreira has worked with for some time now. Trained with the first team on a number of occasions last year, and Coach Moreira saying that his story in particular is a special one. A hard worker, but somebody who made a huge jump last year in terms of his ability. Was a vital academy player in the system for many years, and now really starting to flourish as a professional. Awkward one. It was Ignacio Gomez losing his footing. And it ends in a New England free kick. Taken quickly, but the referee not a fan. Didn't look like much of a chance anyways. Luka Maxim was perfectly positioned. Yearwoth with no intent to play this one into the box. What can Revs 2 build here? Mimi continues his run. Work to be done, though. Excellent ball through. Morgan with the flick. Back heel intercepted. Maxim again forced to blast it away. Some chance and results in a corner. First of the night goes the way of the hosts. It's a crowded penalty mark. Everybody up from the back for New England.
Cristiano, go short. Go short.
It will go short. A little bit of a miscommunication, and now Orlando can counter. That's a mistake. OCB have numbers. New England trying to race back. They might have done just enough, and they have. Bit of a let-off really for Orlando. It was a good step to start the move, and then just a force on the switch. Ignacio Gomez had a shot inside 60 seconds, and since then, Revs 2 have really controlled not only the possession, but more importantly, the flow of this match. When they lose it, they don't seem to be without it for very long. Shannon, that's a costly mistake, and this could open up here. Mistake unpunished. Issa Haruna's shot well wide. It's not one that Jake Shannon will want to see back in film this week. Loses his footing. It's a good win by Haruna. Has all the time to strike and just takes his eye off the mark in the end. Not a bad idea to go low against a goalkeeper like Donovan Parisian. First round selection of last year's Super Draft after being named WCC Goalkeeper of the Year in his senior campaign for San Diego. Capped internationally with Armenia at youth level. Here's Belgadir now. We've seen his footwork on the near side a few times. More than capable of losing his mark. Mario McIntosh all the way up. Almost got there. I haven't really had a chance to breathe on the ball. Can use this move wisely now. Sandy Jr. No one wants to press just yet.
Fine, guys. Just stay in your shape. You're more behind the ball.
Coach Moreira happy with it, saying just stay in the shape. It forces a long ball over the top, and it works out. Squared in front, Gomez. Back to the far side, whipped in, and Parisian scampering into the path of it. He'll go long. That's a heck of a pass if it comes off. Instead, well defended by Ryan. Now Orlando winning it back quickly. Option wide was on. Orlando starting to pull the New England fullbacks out of position a little bit more, especially when they switch the point of attack. But that pass that really starts the move, that's the one that's been lacking for the visitors, just in terms of the execution. Ryan. Seen him charge forward a few times on this near sideline. Did manage to get an assist in the match before last against Crown Legacy. 2-2 the final of that one. Crown Legacy victorious from the spot. Orlando scoring 2 goals in each of their last 4 matches straight. Fry with a trip and a second whistle from the referee. And that's because there will be a hydration break. "83 degrees here in Smithfield. And another 10 or so on top of that with the turf, and it is certainly more than called for to get some water in the system. More importantly, for both coaches, a chance to address their charges. Scoreless thus far in the first match of the evening. Again, plenty more soccer to kick off. A full Sunday slate in match week 11. Philadelphia and Columbus will face off in about a half an hour. And at 7 o'clock Eastern, Cincinnati, Chattanooga, Vancouver, and Tacoma. And then a rematch of the Hudson River Derby. Red Bulls New York 2 and New York City FC 2. All those matches at 7 Eastern. Plenty more after that. All available on MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. And as for this match, still scoreless in the first meeting of the season between New England and Orlando. New England seeing more of the ball thus far, but neither goalkeeper yet to really be tested. One good save for each. You look at some of the numbers there, some that jump out at you, particularly the passing from open play. The average for a match is just below 400. Orlando City already at 250. Well before halftime. New England with half of that. And you see those numbers at first and you might say, okay, Orlando City B must be comfortably in the driver's seat, surely double the passes. But most of those passes, like these ones we see now, from the back line to the holding midfielders, and then forced to turn away again. Passes like those where Orlando really get to stretch their legs, those have been fewer and farther between. Can they make the most of them? Ramirez on the swing. Brought down well by Belgadere. Ramirez again. Thought about a shot, was a long way away. Lets it run. Matthew Belgadere once again, using his pace on the left foot. Knocked down in front and still alive. Yearwoth taking no chances. Certainly seen much more crossing from Orlando rather than New England. Getting numbers into the box, just trying to break up that Revs 2 back line. We knew this was going to be a back and forth affair in terms of not only the tempo, but also just the flow of the match. Neither team has really had an iron grip on things, but again, to be expected with the quality of the Revs 2 back line and the power of the Orlando City B final third line. It's going to take something special to break either side down. And plenty of players on the pitch more than capable of providing it, as it looked like maybe shouts for a handball there. Would have put Orlando in a great spot. Instead, they've got to track back. Oliveira. Too many bodies in front. Yearwoth dropping in between those two center halves. Revs 2 switched to a back five against Philadelphia, and they didn't like it as much. Back in that traditional back four with the midfielder dropping in to help out, and now a chance to go forward with Malcolm Fry. Stops it on a dime. Still with Fry. Shares the wealth to the far side. Numbers waiting for the cross. Instead, the shot is blocked. Appeals for handball. Amin Hadji says it comes off the chest. Back line stepped very high there for Orlando. Revs 2 went direct. Malcolm Fry has been just about everywhere so far in this first half. Was an MLS Next Cup champion with 3 postseason goals. En route to the crown back in 2022 as a Revolution Academy player. Grew up about an hour from Gillette Stadium. Another mistake at the back as Mimi loses his footing and Parisian uses his voice to call off reinforcements. Darlene given space. Good ball to find McIntosh. Head on a swivel. have to go it himself and does enough for the throw. More Revs 2 players starting to be confident on the ball, wanting to take defenders on. Aiming all the way up and does commit the foul. Schneider Mimi, the lone Floridian on the New England roster. There's a plethora of local talent for Orlando. Almost every player, either from the greater Orlando area or the Sunshine State as a whole. Again, speaks to the strength of the academies for both sides. Brad Knighton, the current goalkeeper coach for Revs 2, won the MLS Next Championship with the U18s the year before last with the Revolution Academy, and then the year after that, it was Orlando's crown. Gustavo Caraballo scored a brace in the final. It was the first generation Adidas Cup win for Orlando City's academy. And many of the alums of that team, consistent starters and consistent X factors for OCB and MLS Next Pro this season.
Next one, Bird.
Clever move. Masinden has the vision. Fry nearly had the pace. Second ball stays with Revs 2. Oliveira. McIntosh. Yearwoth able to skip away. Yearwoth again. Got a lucky bounce or two in that one. Revs 2 starting to get closer, and maybe a little bit too much leeway on that throw-in. You can see where the other ball went out, and Orlando wanted to get some added yardage. Pushed again by Ignacio Gomez. Not the first time he's been spoken to. Only one yellow card this far, shown to Jacob Ramirez. Here's Fry. McIntosh on the overlap. Trying to get the cross away, and instead gets a corner kick. Just the second of the night. Both taken by Revs 2. The first one went short. Doesn't look like this one will be. Sasaki, the in-swing delivery. Now they're out-swinging on the right foot. Hits it well, headed down, bouncing around. Blocked in front as Oliveira recovers. Trying to square it. Morgan shot takes a deflection as Orlando escape. Just a bit of pinball there inside the 18-yard box. Halftime looming large. Can't imagine there will be substantial added time. Did, of course, have the hydration interval. So far, only a couple of chances for both sides. Orlando have yet to finish a match in 2026 without finding the back of the net. New England in the hunt for their 5th clean sheet of the campaign. On the back foot here, Belgodier against Aline. Belgodier shifting onto his left and back onto his right, and still alive, blocked by Shannon. Heads-up reaction on the rebound as Jake Shannon came crashing across to the near post. Again, look at the feet from Belgodier, staying on his toes. Likes that favored left foot. Tried to switch it again. And then it was a clever roll from Amu Mensah to get just a half the space. Closed down quickly, though. Orlando get their first corner. He will go short as well. It's a long way out. Thought about a go. Instead, clipped in front, and the volley will swerve wide. .45th minute, set to expire. Fry has dropped all the way back. Sinden has found a pocket. Orlando bring the back line high once again. Forces an errant touch from McIntosh as 2 minutes will be added on at a minimum. Orlando responding well in the last 10-15 minutes of this half to get a little more momentum, to get a little more say in the ebb and flow of how this game has gone thus far. Still plenty more to play, obviously. The question is how it will finish. There's a chance here on the near side as the pass is overhit. Belgodier had the separation. Clever diagonal run. As Revs 2 in no hurry to get this forward. Or giveaway at the back. That early press we saw from Orlando, they've dialed up the heat once again to close out the opening 45. And they may get the last chance. Numbers setting up. Switch for Ryan. Down for Belgodier. Good ball in. Headed first by Sasaki. Will there be time to get this in? Referee's having a check of his watch. That will do it for the first half. Scoreless at the break between New England Revolution 2 and Orlando City B. Coming up in our halftime show, we get to know a talented young player carving his own path in the Big Apple, and an announcement that will shift the landscape of Next Pro, plus highlights and stats after this brief timeout.
fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Welcome back. There is no shortage of success stories in MLS coming out of the New York market. Another solid young player is making his way with NYCFC. So let's get to know Arnau Farnos.
I think for sure was my mom. She was the first one to know it because she was working, and I sent her a message and I was like, please don't call because we have a meeting right now. But like I have to tell you, like they just told me like they want me to sign first team deal. So she was like, oh my God. Yeah, it was definitely my mom. Hi, I'm Arnau Farnos, and I'm a midfielder / winger, and I play for New York City FC. When I signed here with the second team, my goal was always to be part of the first team, and since the moment I got drafted, that was my goal, that was my dream. And nothing is easy, you know, so that's why you have to work for it. Every call-up is an opportunity, and I'm thankful for the coaches to give me those opportunities. But like, it's not about the games, it's about every day, how you practice, how you prepare yourself, physically and mentally. And when the opportunity comes, that you have to be ready and know that if you have the opportunity, you have to prove yourself. They push you a lot, which is a really good sign, but they also have a really good connection with the team, special connection with the players also, and they are open, which is also important for a player because it gives you confidence when you play and when you train. And he was always super close, coach and all the staff, and give me a lot of confidence to me, and that's why I feel like I'm super happy for being part of this team, for the confidence from the staff and also from the players. One of the things, for example, Nico always says when he's here is like, and I've took it from all the players as well, but like, you are doing what you like and what's your passion. So coming here to practice, you are privileged, you know, having this job, because you are doing something that you really like and you really can, you grow with it. And coming here every day, yeah, there is people working for you, for the treatment, they're cooking for you, and how many people would love to have and to be in the position that you are right now. So I would say just enjoy the moment, push yourself in the moment that you have to push yourself, and yeah, enjoy. Super excited at the moment when I saw the ball going in. I kind of didn't believe it at the beginning, but after it was like a happiness feeling, you know, especially after, you know, with all my teammates, like they congratulated me at the end of the game, and everybody came to support me and saying congratulations, and it was a really happy moment and a special moment in my career. I think I had a lot of good coaches in my career. I would say probably when I was at Celta, I would say Claudio. But I would say my best moment playing soccer was the decision to make here and go to college. The 4 years at Oregon State with all the coaches I had and all the staff I had, they really helped me develop myself physically and mentally. And I think it was the step that I needed in order to be a professional soccer player. So I'm super grateful for the opportunity that the Oregon State gave me. Keep supporting us, keeping showing ourselves, keep coming to our games, because probably right now we are not having the best, we are not in the best moment of the season, but we're for sure gonna come back, and we're for sure gonna give some happy news soon to the fans.
So
Very excited to be here officially. You know, I helped out a little bit last year. You know, I really enjoyed my time working with the players, working with the staff. So, you know, I'm glad to be able to be on the staff full time and be involved. Towards the end of my career, I started thinking about what, you know, I wanted to do, you know, post playing, and, you know, coaching was something that for a while I didn't know if I wanted to do it. When my kids started to get a little bit older and I started doing it with them, you know, I started enjoying it, and I thought, you know, I had a lot of knowledge that I could pass down to, you know, young players. That was kind of an easy decision after thinking about it. There's lots of different things that I can teach them from my career, but also, you know, the mentality, you know, the intensity, the winning mentality is what I want to bring to the young guys, because they're going to need that. I played at a high level college, and I was still like a little bit overwhelmed when I first got here, you know, and it's the adaptation. If you don't do it quick at that time, then you were kind of out of the system. But now I think, especially with the academy and bringing those guys up and then moving into a environment like MLS Next Pro with North Texas, then I think it's a big jump in the quality of, you know, everything that is involved with this. And I think it's huge for developing players. I think there used to be a lot of guys who kind of got pushed out of the system if it wasn't working right away, but now those guys maybe get a second chance and can develop into good players. Yeah, it feels good. I mean, it feels like home. Like you said, I've been here for a long time. I know a lot of people here. You know, I knew John beforehand. I knew a lot of the other staff beforehand, and even some of the players I still know. So it's just nice to be back in, you know, a familiar environment and be able to give these players my knowledge. This year, I think my goal is to improve our defensive solidarity. Obviously, I want to try to improve individually the players in the defensive line, help them improve their tendencies. But, you know, as a unit, I want our group to be solid and to give up less goals. That's always the goal. And for me, that was like my big thing as a player throughout my career. I always wanted to give up less goals, and I think that's something I want to pass on to these defensive players.
10 seconds, you can bring up his audio. Okay, he's hot. You're hot? Cool.
What an awesome story. In some other news, MLS has agreed to a deal that will see global investment firm KKR make a, quote, strategic investment and partner with MLS Next Pro. KKR will inject capital into MLS Next Pro with an eye on growing the league and its footprint around the continent. In conjunction with MLS, the partnership will oversee commercial strategy as it looks to move the 27 MLS-affiliated Next Pro teams into new markets, with an eye on building brands within those communities and seeking stadium development deals. We will no doubt see and hear more about this in the coming seasons. As for this season, though, and what's going on around MLS Next Pro, scoreless in this match through 45 minutes between New England and Orlando in their first meeting this season. Wrapping up match week 11. There were some matches earlier in the week, though. Houston Dynamo Dos tying MNUFC 2, but staying atop the West and staying undefeated with a win 3-1 in the shootout. Meanwhile, Atlanta United 2 with 6 goals, 5 of them coming from just one player against 9-man Huntsville City. Huntsville took the lead in that match before receiving 2 red cards. North Texas as well, the 2024 champions, putting 5 past SKC2 as LAFC2 win the California Derby against VCFC. Elsewhere in MLS Next Pro, of course, we mentioned a lot more games happening tonight. Philadelphia Union 2 and Columbus Crew 2 moments away from kickoff, and then a full slate of Sunday action. The Hudson River Derby is renewed at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Quakes 2 and Timbers 2 will wrap up the evening at 9 Eastern before one more match on Monday. Inter Miami 2 taking on Crown Legacy. We'll look to jump back into pole position in the Eastern Conference. As for this match, again, yet to see our first goal, but there have been no shortage of chances for both sides. Real back and forth affair. We spoke on the importance of discipline, but also the structure of these teams. Revs 2 with a solid defense. Orlando with a high-scoring offense. They nearly found a goal in the first minute. Ignacio Gomez testing Donovan Parisian low to his left-hand side. And then Revs 2 on the break saw a lot of action through Malcolm Fry, whose low effort was held by Luka Maxim. Demario McIntosh and Malcolm Fry on that near side were wreaking havoc for the host, but on the far side, a number of good crosses put in. Parisian behind them all the way, though, as well as Matthew Belgadier on the left flank for Orlando with a couple good chances. This was the last big chance for Revs 2 from the corner kick, still bouncing around. Morgan on the cutback, saw it blocked in front by Jacob Ramirez, the lone man on a booking. And then mentioned earlier, Matthew Belgadier and his footwork and how he's able to get just a little bit of separation, maybe too much as the touch was a bit too heavy, with Jake Shannon coming across to block Parker Amu-Mensah's effort. So we will step aside one more time. When we come back, the second half from Smithfield, Rhode Island. We'll see you in a bit.
Boys hear sentiment, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still sticking ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best, can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next, just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud, don't worry about what next. Just know we got now, oh yes. Man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
The unique energy of a Sunday night.
30 seconds.
Ideal for calm music, whispers,
No subs yet.
stargazing, reflection, and a relaxed environment. Sunday nights were made for this.
Almost time to get going once again. If you're just joining us, Phil Galati with you on MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Revs 2 on the right side of your screen. The red and blue. OCB on the left. The gold with purple trim. The first of many matches tonight to close out match week 11. A big 3 points on the table. And a chance to climb into the upper echelon of the Eastern Conference. There's some key halftime adjustments for Revs 2 last time out. That saw them steal the win late against Philadelphia. We'll see what head coach Pablo Moreira and his counterpart, Coach Eddie Wilding, have up their sleeves on a beautiful afternoon in the Ocean State. There's Miles Morgan, the Revs 2 top goal scorer, who gets the ball rolling once again. He's had his name a few times in that first half. Didn't have a lot of great looks. New England were getting the ball forward, but not able to create too much with it in terms of promising chances. Still, they were doing a good job of winning that second ball at midfield as right on cue. They get another opportunity to go forward. Mimi. Sasaki. Those two given some time on the ball now. In that first half, there was lightning quick press from OCB and a lovely turn by McIntosh. The roulette now opening up space for Morgan to try. Way too much on it.
Next one, Barry. Next one. Next one.
Had all day to set this one up. Look at the separation as well. Enough time to chew some bubble gum and pick his spot, but in the end, striking through the ball, leaning back, it's always going to rise. Drive, two shirts in front, beats both of them. Hold it back, only as far as Jacob Ramirez. Again, some more confidence from Revs 2 on the ball. We saw it toward the tail end of that first 45. Players wanting to drive at their mark, take risks, make something happen. Against a strong block, you have to be willing to take those chances and make a move. Results in their third corner of the afternoon. Sasaki again to swing it out to the near post. Headed to the far post now, cross back in front. And Rivera didn't get a great touch on it. Belgadir trying to use his speed. Pedro, good find. It's an excellent looking counter this from Orlando. Played into the stride of Haruna. Difficult angle. Sits down his defender but loses his own footing. Orlando win the second ball. Already the start to this half much more vertical than what we saw in the last 5 or 10 minutes or so of the closing 45. Mensa upended and a free kick. Right by the corner flag, Orlando will take it all the same. Connor Ryan will take the long stride over. His 9th appearance of the season. He's played every minute of every match he's been a part of. 2 assists already to his name. Can the 18-year-old conjure up? Parisian on his toes. He might look to come grab this. Instead, it's played short. Revs 2 trying to step up. Orlando looking for the perfect shot from range and flashing just wide. Issa Haruna's effort with the shadow of the ball brushing the posts. Parisian wanted to go quickly. The ball may have been moving. I think the referees had a talking to there with Pedro Leao of encroachment. Another direct pass from the goalkeeper, and the studs were extended there. This will be a card. It is a yellow one for Malcolm Fry. Had a few warnings in that first half, but don't think any of those mattered. It would have been a yellow card either way. So now a Revs 2 player into the pocketbook of Amin Hadjic. Can't have many complaints about it. It's an awkward one, but again, with the studs raised like that, it's always going to be a caution. Awkward one for Amu Mensah to deal with, but does brilliantly well. least on the turn. The pass left room for improvement. Difficult to play that ball across the middle of the back line, and then it took a hop on him. Not sure that was the best option for Orlando to restart from the set piece. Sinden dropping in now. He saw Oyerwoth in that role in the first half. As Fry is onside and has space, needs an option, and intercepted in front. Okonski back into the starting 11 tonight, proving his worth. Shannon with his chance to read a pass on the back line at the other side. First time we've seen Malcolm Fry get that kind of space in the channel so close to goal. It looked like that pass was always going to be covered. He may have had a chance to go for it himself there, but it was a very tight angle. This Revs 2 team always looks for that extra pass. There's a real understanding and air of unselfishness in the final third, which, when it works out, is always a sight to behold. Mimi, short for Sasaki, does well to corral the bouncing ball. The cross comes off the corner. Almost looked like a shot in the end there. How close it was to the near post. Not that it was his intention. Those two bring the press and they win it right back. Fell right into the path of Schneider Mimi, joining the club after helping UCLA to its first ever Big Ten championship. Staying available on the near side now. Shannon will pick him out. Really good ball movement from New England. Look at the space afforded to Masinden. So well to be patient, switching the point of attack on the back line. Now Oliveras given some green grass. An eye for Morgan. Instead short for Sasaki. Threading it through. Still bouncing around, and that final pass was the missing piece of the puzzle. Another interception in midfield. Varys again. That is some footwork from him. Morgan. Yearwoth. Poked away. Number of Revs 2 players now showing the tricks they have in their arsenal. Orlando the last few minutes have just been scrambling to get the ball away, and they'll do well to hold it here. They won't for very long. Sasaki poked it away, but committed a foul in the process. It was the visitors who had a shot inside 60 seconds to start this match. At the start of the second half, very different story. Coach Wilding telling his side to rise to the occasion. Appointed head coach back on April 9th. Previously coached the Academy U18s for Orlando, led them to a 24-1-3 record. There's another poor pass out of the back. 17-year-old Okonski gives the ball right back to the hosts. Morgan going over, but a bit theatrical in the end. Again, Orlando get a chance to reset out of the back. Now can they find their shape? Looks largely unchanged from that first 45. Amy out of position. Chance for Amumensa to take that space. Goes over. Excellent first time ball threaded through. This is Haruna once again. Lays it off. Revs players trying to get behind it. And in the end, it's sliced wide by Ignacio Gomez. That was the move that OCB were looking for to get back into the swing of things. Looked like maybe there was a foul there with the player going over, but instead it's a first-time ball into the space in that half second while everyone's napping, waiting for the whistle. That's when Orlando pushed the gas just a little bit. The final product was lacking, but the journey to get there was much better. Kovsky with much more time now. '17-year-old Landon Okonski started his last 4 appearances straight. Played the full 90 in the first 2. He's played over 80 in all of them. Orlando native, Academy product. One of many on this team. Yearwoth dispossessed. Here's Pedro now. For Belgadere. Into the box. Belgadere on his right. Nearly picks out the upper 90. It's the best chance for him thus far. One of the better ones for Orlando this afternoon. Again, Belgadere getting so much separation. Able to keep the ball close to his stride, changing direction. Opens up the hips, trying to guide into the upper 90 at the far post. Didn't miss by very much. Well intercepted. Fry has to race back. Orlando now turning the tide. Options available. Instead, a strike off the post. Bernardo Ryan going all the way himself, coast to coast, and denied the breakthrough. Again, Dali not closing him down. Difficult angle. Parisian at full stretch. Might have got the faintest of touches on it. But thankful to see that one off for the goalkeeper's best friend. Bernardo Ryan had to get his first goal, but already 2 assists for him this year. Belgadere again. Has options with him, may try and keep it himself. Threading it through. Gomez wants the corner kick and got it. The last 5 minutes have been all OCB. In stark contrast to how they started this second half. A ton of options in the box for Orlando. New England will step up. Haruna has to find the right ball. Flag stays down. Back in front. Quick passing, bouncing around, and Parisian. He managed to keep that in. Referee has a check. And the assistant says all good. Big throw from the goalkeeper. Yearwoth has drifted into the channel now. Saw how Eleanor Yearwood had some real positional freedom in the first 45. Now it's Javon Masinden who's taking that role. Both of them dropping back to help out as a pivot in between the two center halves. More good ball movement for Revs 2, and the switch is wide open for Schneider Mimi. Heavy first touch, but wins the throw. Looks like a change is being readied, and it will be Eleanor Yearwood brought off in place of Carlos Zambrano. Miami native, college ball with Syracuse. Scored a free kick off the bench against Eastern Conference leaders Rebel New York 2. His lone strike of the year back on April 15th. A little bit of a different role as well. Zambrano, much more of a 10, can slide in as an 8. Yearwood, more of a traditional 6. So Masinden will likely drop back a little bit. As Sasaki got there first and goes down. Referee says nothing doing. Still hurt. As now the referee will sound the whistle. At first glance, it certainly looked like Sasaki had a case for claiming foul play. 50-50 ball. And no, I think Okonski might have got a touch on that first. Certainly a close one. Difficult to see, even slow down, let alone in real time. Shima Sasaki, the Kawasaki, Japan native, played his college ball with the Wolverines at the University of Michigan. All Big Ten second team. United Soccer Coaches All North Region team as well. Joined the club back on April Fool's Day. And has already made his senior team debut against Orlando City in the Open Cup back on April 29th. Got his first start just a week ago against NYCFC 2 and his first pro goal in that match. The ball was with Luka Maxim, passed to him by a defender. I don't think he'll be allowed to pick it up. Depends what the referee says. As another change is being readied, this time by Orlando. Caleb Trombino is getting his jersey on, the 16-year-old. As Jaden Daw will enter the match for New England. Sasaki will be taken off. As now Coach Moreira has 3 changes remaining. 25 minutes of change to go.
Entering number 10, Jaden Daw, and leaving the field, number 17, Shuma Sasaki at the 65th minute.
Daw with his first goal for his new club a few weeks ago, March 22nd against CT United. After missing last year with a torn ACL. 7 goals, 4 assists rather, in 24 appearances before that for the Capybaras Crew 2. Only 1 goal again for him this year, but Coach Moreira is saying he does so much work off the ball. setting up his teammates in the final third. Real versatile number 9. He'll have a chance to chase this one down. Stayed in touch. Orlando pinned back once again.
Orlando sub now.
Substitution for Orlando City B. Entering number 59, Caleb Trombino, and leaving the field.
Trombino will make
number
his
45,
6th
Jacob
appearance
Ramirez,
of
at
the season.
67th minute.
Already with 1 goal. Scored off the bench against Carolina Core back on March 14th. Only played 6 minutes in that match. As Jacob Ramirez, the lone OCB player on a caution, will be brought off. First 10 minutes or so of this second half saw plenty of offensive firepower, and since then both sides again struggling just to break through a little bit. Speaks to the strength of the back line on either side of midfield. But when players are finding themselves in pockets of space, finding themselves on an island in isolation, that's when we're seeing a little bit more of that flair come out, especially from the wingers, which is to be expected, of course, but still, there is that drive, that wantonness in the final third for players to make things happen. Try and create something out of thin air, rather than just sit and wait for the perfect moment. Well intercepted. That's a poor touch at the back. And now Jaden Daw will stretch his legs, cutting it back onto his right, setting it up for Zambrano. A Cruyff turn to his left, staying upright, looking for the angle, pokes it along. Here's Morgan now, trying his luck. Well wide. So many shouts from the New England bench for a shot, and in the end, it just took too long. You can see how many yellow shirts surround the ball carrier. First it was Zambrano, and then Morgan couldn't really get it out of his feet. Forced backward and off balance. Again, it's just those half chances, those very brief glimmers of hope. Tiny crack through the window. That's all that Revs 2 have been able to see thus far. They get forward, but then right at the last second, Orlando managed to get numbers behind the ball. Zambrano, great touch. Even better pass. Fizzed into the feet of Fry. Overlapping run was made by McIntosh, and now he's out of position. The give and go under hit. As again, Masindin now tracking back to force a throw. When players are getting high, especially on the back line for New England, they're not far from home for very long. Right on cue, Schneider Mimi, farthest man forward on the near side, the left back. Gets a chance to catch his breath to track back now with the whistle. Coach Pablo Moreira exchanging some words with Amin Hadjic. All respectful ones, but a little bit of a conversation. Again, we spoke on discipline at the start of this match and how it would be a factor. Just one yellow card for both sides. and physical, but nothing untoward. Creative little flick this from Pedro. And a big-time header. Crossed by Shannon. I believe it was Gabe Zalin crashing into the challenge. Needed to be brave. Haven't said Pedro Leao's name very often in this match. Couldn't get the flick on that time, but it may work out. Belgadere left it behind. Ryan with the shoulder-to-shoulder challenge as Fry wins this duel. Another substitution will be beckoned on. Titus Sandy Jr. will see his afternoon come to a close. Clovis Archange, another Orlando native, will make his mark on the match. Pedro Leao up top with his last chance to get a goal. Logan Sopanoglu will make his third appearance of the season. So a change at the back and a change up top for head coach Eddie Wilding. The final 17 and a half minutes. Fry waiting for Da to make the run, which he does. Open man at the back post. Instead for Zambrano, 20 yards away, spinning, finding Fry, getting it back, staying on side, and the flick in front from Jaden Da doesn't come off. He's caught in between two minds by trying to back heel it versus letting it run. There was nobody to back him up. Well intercepted. Zambrano. Zambrano! Saved in front by Maxim. Still alive and volleyed wide. Reds 2 getting much closer. Again, look at this movement from Zambrano. It's a great poke away by Da, and then this fake here completely loses the defender. It's as open as a look as you can hope for Carlos Zambrano. Just outside the 18-yard box, goes low. Maxim with another good stop. The defending rising star of the match week, keeping it scoreless. Another poke away, but Orlando get behind it. Maxim looking long, trying to alleviate the pressure. It may work out for them here. He has to work for it. Runa was giving him all sorts of trouble. Now Parisian with a poor pass. Sopanoglu, space to work this back in front. Closed down quickly by Masindin. This will be a very nervy finish to this one. Tired legs at the back for Orlando. Couple poor giveaways. Same for New England. Credit to the visitors for the pressure they put on Parisian to win the corner kick. Another short corner. Parisian barking for his back line to step up. Swept in. It's an awkward one to deal with. Volleyed in again. Took a touch on the way through as Parisian gets big and claims the rebound. Wants to go direct. May have overthrown it for Morgan. Back line was frozen there for Revs 2. It was all in the hands of Donovan Parisian. Arizona native did ever so well. in search of his 3rd clean sheet of the season. Tonight his 6th appearance. Posted 4 in 15 apps in 2025. Amu Mensah on the dribble. Didn't like what he saw. Shaped through Belgadere. Turn to sender for Judelson. More time to send this one through. McIntosh intercepts. Heavy touch, but got it away. Oliveira. Wants to go forward. Better chance to do so this time. Clever flick if Zambrano can get there. Now Da. More one-time passing for Revs 2. Oliveira sees the switch. And will send it towards Fry. Frustration from Malcolm Fry. Haven't seen him get into the final third in quite some time. As we will take one more hydration break in the 78th minute. Elsewhere in the league, Philadelphia and Columbus into the 36th minute. That game tied at 1 apiece. And of course, a number of matches at 7 o'clock Eastern, including the Hudson River Derby between Red Bulls and NYCFC 2. Another match at 8:30 with Austin and St. Louis, fighting atop the Western Conference, and then Quakes 2 and Timbers 2 to round out the evening. All matches on MLSNextPro.com and the OneFootball app. So what changes will be made in the final few minutes here? Shannon once again. Zambrano. That's a great find. Doc couldn't win it. Threaded through. Darlene has kept Issa Haruna onside into the box. First time shot. Scuffed in front. Now Masindin the other way. Fry. Excellent touch to lose his mark. 4-on-3 opportunity for Revs 2. Fry has Oliveira as the outlet. Back onto his right. 25 yards out. Here's Fry once again. On the left foot and no way through. Orlando batting down the hatches. neither side has seen great chances on the counterattack, and full credit to the back line for both teams for shutting those chances down. To the back post, Maxim got a punch to it. Whistle sounded, but play will go on. McIntosh fizzed it in. Maxim didn't get it cleanly. Here's Zambrano now. Shrugged off of it. Nervy bit of goalkeeping. Excellent recovery, though, by Parker Amumensa to shut down any scraps. More changes to be made. Schneider Mimi on the near side, brought off in place of Jared Smith. As well as Judas Akera, the 16-year-old Easton, Massachusetts native, who joined the Revs Academy at age 13 and immediately started playing above his age group, making his 9th appearance of the season, already equaling his tally from last year. Miles Morgan as well to be replaced. Double change for Orlando City B. Issa Haruna couldn't get the goal tonight.
Revolution 2. Entering number 2, Jared Smith, and leaving the field, number 3, Schneider Mimi, and leaving the field, entering number 65, Gustavo Caraballo, and leaving the field, number 25, Colin Gusicki at the 83rd minute.
Instead, it is Gustavo Caraballo into the match. 7 goal contributions to his name this year. Tied for first in scoring for Orlando City B with 4. As well as Justin Hilton there. A little bit of pushing against Jared Smith before he could take the throw in quickly. So a penalty shootout looming large if the match remains scoreless after 90 minutes and change. Both teams will get 1 point. A second point is up for grabs in the shootout. Parisian off his line. Able to grab it in time. Just kept it inbound. Excellent read at the back. Jalen Yearwood fresh off the bench. Da. Back down. Pass through, and it was intended for Oliveira, overhit. Maybe thought there was someone else behind him just because that pass was really fizzed in toward him. Didn't stretch out for it. And a more positive second half for this Revs 2 side, but still unable to get the breakthrough. It would be the first match all year that Orlando have failed to find the back of the net. They lost their most recent PK shootout, the match before last against Crown Legacy, 5-4. New England have only had 3 shootouts this year. They won the first 2 in the first 2 matches of the season. And their first match of May was scoreless against CT United FC, who won 6-5 in the ensuing shootout. Excellent interception. Shannon up from the back, the unlikely goal scorer on Wednesday. Almost provided the game-winning assist. Scored for his former college coach turned pro coach. And now stepping up as Revs 2 call all hands on deck in the final third. It's an awkward one for McIntosh. Had the arm extended. Instead, it goes the other way. Zambrano. Idea was there, well read by Yearwood. 14th overall pick in the MLS Super Draft. Miscommunication though, Yearwood knocking it off his own teammate. McIntosh out of position, has to recover. 5-on-4 for Orlando. Threaded through on the near side. Hilton's gonna get there. He's onside. Squares it in front. Ignacio Gomez let it run. Revs 2 want to go. Coach Moreira says they have the numbers. Oliveira emptying the tank. Fry is onside. Needs to cut it back. It's blocked. Da fakes the volley. Still with Jaden Da. And again, he sees his effort stifled. That defensive block for both sides now starting to break down in the final moments. Shannon stayed in bounds. Sequeira skipping away. Does well to keep hold of it. Now McIntosh for Fry once again. Those two linking up all night long. Is there an end product? McIntosh drawing the corner. Mario McIntosh has had one heck of an afternoon. Coach Pablo Moreira said, quote, "That cat is a coach's dream. His ability to run repetitive sprints is wild. Sprint distance as well. We've seen that so many times tonight. Been a real bright spot for this side." High praise from his head coach. Stamped back in and well over the traffic as we enter the 90th minute. Oliveira delaying the restart just a little bit. Big header from Shannon. Bigger clearance, but sent right back into danger. Yearwood. Sequeira, lovely move. Sits down two defenders. Sequeira breaking away. Still with Judah. Sequeira! Stoppage time winner. A solo run the teenager will never forget. The Massachusetts native puts New England on top. Two defenders clatter into each other. Takes a touch onto that favorite left foot, taking away his own angle a little bit, but it didn't matter. Drags Luka Maxim out of position, finds the bottom right corner, and fires Reds 2 on top. Late in second half stoppage time.
Attention, the fourth official has awarded 4 minutes of added time to the half.
4 minutes.
And goal, New England Revolution 2, number 65, Judah Sequeira at the 91st minute.
His first of the season, and what a moment that is. Revolution Academy U18 standout. The 16th Academy product to sign a contract with Revolution 2. Made his pro debut against Orlando City B in April of last year. Former U16's top goal scorer with 25 in just one MLS Next campaign. Now his first of 2026 in MLS Next Pro. Orlando not out of the fight. Sequeira made the challenge right at the edge of the area. Luka Maximus come up from the back. Sent in. Masindon at the front post. The keeper's out. It's a foot race if it can be kept in play. And the whistle sounds. Christian Oliveira was in behind, had Sequeira to his left. The referee has whistled for, I believe, a foul. No. Is it a goal kick? I think the ball may have gone out of play before coming back in. Either way, it's Revs 2 ball. And New England fans showing their approval, trying to will their sign over the line in the final 30 seconds. Maybe a little bit more added on for that stoppage. Great poke by Zambrano. Da with time. Chops it back and keeps it alive. Big time challenge. Dispossesses him cleanly. Hilton with the force and the throw. Akonski. Good ball movement this from the visitors. The 4 minutes at a minimum have come and gone. Clip through. Flag stays down. Numbers in the area. Whipped all the way back towards Akonski. Someone has to get the ball into the box. Akonski keeping it on the floor. Sequeira trying to possess him. Jaden Da there in support and uses his body to break free. Da by himself. We'll just try and hold it up. Referee says Revolution 2 throw. 96th minute now. Orlando still think it's their ball. There's almost no time. Thrown to the corner. Oliveira will settle. Now it's their ball. Referee will back it up a little bit. No time. New England hang on and continue their hot form. 3 wins on the bounce for Coach Pablo Moreira and company. A stoppage time winner from the local teenager, Juna Sequeira, to grab all 3 points on home soil. Tonight's man of the match, presented by Adidas, none other, 17-year-old Juna Sequeira. One touch was all it took to lose 2 defenders. Off to the races, Jaden Dodd does a nice job of dragging a defender out of the way, and Sequeira with an expertly placed finish. Skill beyond his years, and 3 points for his club, as Zambrano shows some love with the bow and handshake. What a bright spot he was as well off the bench, as New England Revolution 2 claim all 3 points in their first meeting of the season against Orlando City B by a score of 1-0. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Philip Galati. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Good night.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.